If we consider the scenario of Indian English drama after independence, we can see that there was not much change. The domination of Indian languages continued for theatre goers. The establishment of National School of Drama and various state academies did not help English drama much, as their focus was on theatre in other Indian languages. However, after 1960s, there was growing interest in Indian literature in English. Some Indian dramatists became successful abroad also. Though not as popular as Indian fiction in English, drama has slowly come of age in modern times. The first major Indian English dramatist after independence was Asif Karimboy. He was a prolific writer who wrote more than 30 plays. His plays have a variety and range and deal with contemporary political and social issues. In almost all his plays, he depicts political events like the Naxalite movement, conflict about East and West Pakistan, China's invasion of Tibet, student agitation in Gujarat. Since his plays were staged abroad, he did not use spoken Indian English. G.V. Desani wrote one play titled Hali, which was well received by critics when it was produced in England. It is an abstract play with no actors on stage, only voices. It is an allegorical play about human longing and every man's quest for fulfillment. Pratap Sharma's play, A Touch of Brightness, which is bold in theme and treatment, depicts the red light area of Bombay. It was banned for some time in Bombay and was performed abroad. His other play is The Professor Has a War Cry. Both his plays are known for their craftsmanship and effective dialogues. Nissim Ezekiel, a well-known poet, also wrote plays in English. He is known for his use of the spoken language of the urban middle class and upper class Indians. His plays deal with social issues and personal relationships. Gurucharan Das's much acclaimed three-act play Larin Saheb is about the life of a British resident Henry Lawrence in the court of Dalip Singh in Punjab. This play is known for its historical subject matter, lively dialogue, plot construction, and lifelike characters. Vijay Tendulkar is an eminent Marathi playwright whose plays have been translated into English and performed on stage successfully. His plays focus on the conflicts between the individual and society. Some of his well-known plays are Silence, The Court is in Session, Kamla, The Vultures. Deena Mehta's radio play Brides Are Not for Burning was named the best play in a worldwide competition organized by the BBC. The Mythmakers is a scathing comment on the role of politicians. Cyrus Mistri's Dungaji House presents the situation of the Parsi community and the communal divide between Hindus and Muslims. Another playwright whose plays deal with Parsi community in Gujarat is Jeev Patel. He has won critical acclaim for the use of Indianized English and an honest attitude. He gives a typical Parsi touch to the English language in his plays such as Princess and Mr. Behra. Another promising playwright writing in English is Girish Karnad, an actor, director, and a recipient of the Jnanpith Award. Karnad composed plays using history, and mythology to present contemporary issues. He has translated his plays into English. His first play, Yayati, was an instant success and received critical acclaim. The play established his use of the themes of history and mythology. The best known of Karnad's works is the play Tughlaq, which tells the story of the 14th century Sultan Muhammad Tughlaq. Hayvadan, Nagmandal, Talidanda, Bali the Sacrifice, The Fire and the Rain, Vedic Album are some of well-known plays of Girish Karnad. Manjula Padmanabhan is a more recent writer who writes in the last decade of the 20th century. Her play Harvest is a dark and bitter comedy. The play focuses on the rise in poverty due to increasing population. In recent times, one name that shines like a bright star in the firmament of Indian English drama is Mahesh Dattani. Dattani is a Bangalore-based playwright, actor and director. He has established his own theatre group called Playpen. He is the first Indian English language writer to win the Sahitya Akademi Award for Final Solutions and other plays. His plays deal with contemporary issues of homosexuality, gender identity, family conflict. The milieu of his plays is usually middle-class urban India. He shows us the hollowness of middle-class lives. Some of his famous plays are Bravely Fought the Queen, Where There Is a Will, Dance Like a Man, Tara, Final Solutions. He is known for the technical experimentation in his plays, creating different levels on the stage, giving double roles to actors, effective use of lighting and music. Dattani also uses Indian English with great confidence and captures the rhythms of the spoken language. Though Indian fiction in English has a rich crop of writers, drama in English language is somewhat lagging behind. India has a number of regional languages and English has a very limited scope. It is the language of the upper elite educated urban class. In such a scenario, Indian English dramatist is faced with the challenge of creating convincing theatre. There is no accepted Indian English for the writers to use convincingly. Another problem is finding good actors who can perform the characters effectively. Many Indian English plays do not get staged due to the lack of living theatre in India. Besides this, staging a play costs money, and there are very few industrial houses who are ready to sponsor shows. Recently, some corporates have extended their support to English theatre in India, but only for those plays that have some entertainment value. In spite of all these challenges, Indian English drama has developed and evolved. The works of new and emerging writers, as well as translations of the regional plays, have gained popularity. There have been experiments in techniques, forms, and styles. The subjects are not only restricted to middle class and lower class, but also expose the trials and tribulations of upper urban class people. There is an amalgamation of the traditional and the modern, the classical and the contemporary. So, let us hope that in the coming years we may get to see more English plays written by Indian playwrights. Thank you all.